Matchmaking, the UFC 307 made card winners and losers. There's some interesting fights to be made from the winners and losers of the card, especially with Jose Aldo and Mario Batista. Mario Batista did not win that fight. He did not win that fight. Absolutely ridiculous fucking result. No way he won that fight. The judges are terrible, man. They're terrible. How did he win that fight? No fucking way he won that fight, man. Literally no way. Held him against the fence. Did no damage. No fucking damage at all. No damage. Aldo was landing on the feet. He was landing clean jabs, clean right hands. He was landing on that fucking ugly face of Mario Batista. No fucking way he won that fight. No way. Aldo won. And the UFC should treat him as if he fucking won. Because that's ridiculous. And the worst thing about it is I know the UFC aren't going to do shit about the judging. They won't do shit about it. Dana will sit at the press conference and say, oh yeah, man, it's terrible, man. The judging was horrible. But he will do nothing about it. It will just be the same. And then, and the next card, another robbery happened, and it'll just be like, yeah, man, don't leave it in the hands of the judges, man. Like, fuck off, man. Do something. Like, seriously do something, because this is ridiculous. Multiple times a year, Aldo's career just got ruined now, pretty much. It's fucking ridiculous. But anyway, we'll get to that. We'll start with the main event. Alex Pereira versus Khalil Roundtree. Alex Pereira's next opponent should be Magomed Ankalaev if he beats Rakic. If Ankalaev beats Rakic, that's the fight. Pereira versus Ankalaev. If Rakic wins, Pereira's going up to heavyweight. Because Rakic does not deserve a title shot coming off 2 losses. I don't know why he's getting the Ankalaev fight anyway coming off 2 losses. It really doesn't make any sense. But I do think Ankalaev will beat Rakic. I can see Rakic winning though. It's not... I don't know. He's got all right takedown defense. He's fast. He's powerful. He's strong. He's big. I can see Rakic winning, but I do think Ankalaev will win, and I do think Ankalaev would beat Pereira. I think these Dagestanis are different, man. I don't think anybody beats them. I really don't think they do. I definitely don't think Pereira beats him when he was getting taken down by Yuri Prochazka pretty easily. I do think Ankalaev would beat Pereira, and I could see him even KOing him on the feet, to be honest. I could see that so clearly, to be honest. I could see him taking him down for the first 2 or 3 rounds. Pereira's tired. Honestly, I could see Ankalaev getting a TKO on the feet. I really could. I wouldn't be surprised. But that should be the next fight. Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev. And then if Ankalaev loses to Rakic, Pereira's going up to heavyweight to fight Tom Aspinall. They do Jones Miocic in November. They both retire. Let them fuck off. Retire, whatever. Go away. Nobody cares about you anymore. Aspinall's the real champ. They upgrade Aspinall to undisputed champion. His first title defense is Alex Pereira if Rakic wins. Which I don't think he does, but I'm praying Rakic wins because I don't want to see Ankalaev as a champion. And I so badly want to see Pereira at heavyweight. I really think he has a shot at becoming GOAT status. This is, if he goes up and wins the heavyweight belt, he's the GOAT of the sport, man. He's the GOAT of the sport. I so badly want to see Pereira at heavyweight. So let's just pray. Everybody pray emoji in the comments. Pray that Rakic beats Ankalaev because I so badly want to see Pereira at heavyweight, man. But anyway, his opponent, Khalil Roundtree, put up a decent fight. A little bit of an overrated performance. I don't think most of his shots that he was throwing didn't really land. Pereira was rolling with a lot of using head movement. And a lot of the right hands, because he was southpaw, so he was throwing a lot of straight lefts into right hook. A lot of the right hooks were just landing on the shoulders, to be honest. I think so. He put up a good fight, but it's I do think people overrated his performance a little bit. But he showed toughness. He did get the shit beaten out of him in the 3rd and 4th round, though. The 4th round was such a bad beatdown. But Khalil Roundtree, I think he should fight. Fucking hell. I'm so sorry. Fucking hell. Knackered, mate. I think you should fight Jan Blachowicz. That's why I think Khalil Roundtree should fight next. Jan Blachowicz. Jan Blachowicz is surely looking to come back end of this year, start of next year. But like Khalil should absolutely wait till next year. So let's say like March, April. Why not Khalil Roundtree versus Jan Blachowicz? I think that's a fucking sick fight. I don't know who wins. I think maybe Blachowicz might win. I think Blachowicz might take that one over Roundtree. I think he'd chop his legs. He's fast, he's powerful. Good grappling as well. He's very well rounded. I think I'd go Blachowicz over Roundtree. I think that's the fight they should do early next year. I think that's a great fight. But there's a lot of fights you can do for Roundtree, to be honest with you. You could do Hill, you could do Yuri, you could do Hill, Yuri, you could do the Rakic Ankalaev loser. You could do so many fights for Khalil. I don't know, it just depends when he wants to come back and whatever lines up. Juliana Pena defeated Raquel Pennington. She didn't win. Again, another robbery. Raquel Pennington clearly won the first round, and then the fourth and fifth, 1, 4, and 5 were clearly Pennington's. Don't know how they gave it to Pena. Pena versus Kayla Harrison, and Pennington versus I don't even know. I'm trying to think who's at the top of the division. I guess the loser of Pena Harrington, I guess. I don't know, don't really care. Now this one. Mario Batista defeats Jose Aldo by split decision. No, he fucking didn't win. He did not win. He didn't win. Aldo clearly won the second and third round. Fucking bullshit, man. Such a bullshit decision. It's so frustrating to see Aldo's career. Another loss on his record. Fucking bullshit decision. Absolutely fucking insane. The UFC should treat Aldo as if he won. And Aldo should fight Corey Sandhagen. That's who he should fight. Sandhagen's what, like number 4 or something? That's what they should do. They should treat Aldo as if he won, because that's a fucking ridiculous result. One of the worst robberies of the year. Probably the worst robbery of the year. Aldo versus Sandhagen, man. Give him a big fight. Give him something that's going to get him to the top of the division again. Because he shouldn't have been fighting Mario Batista in the first place, man. It should have been Aldo versus Sandhagen anyway. Like, this is just stupid. It's silly. Aldo, give him Corey Sandhagen. I think Sandhagen beats him. But, like, you have to give Aldo that chance. You have to give him a chance to redeem himself. Not even redeem himself. He fucking won. He won the fight. You got to treat him as if he won. Batista. Honestly, I think you do with Batista. I think you put him against Jose Aldo's son, Jonathan Martinez. I think you do a son versus son battle. Batista versus Martinez. That's what I think you do. They both lost to Aldo. They should fight each other. I think Martinez would probably beat Batista, but I don't know. They're both kind of shit. So yeah, fuck Batista. Aldo's a GOAT. He's a legend. He should fight Sandhagen or someone at the top of the division like Sandhagen or Cejudo. Or like maybe Cheeto in a rematch, maybe. Something like that. Or the loser of Yan Figueiredo, something. Give him a big fight, man. He deserves it. Now, Roman Dolidze beat Kevin Holland. Bit of a weird stoppage, but it did look like Dolidze was probably going to win anyway. So, Dolidze could fight... He just lost to Imavov not too long ago, and he looked shit in that fight. I guess Costa. I think he could fight Costa. He doesn't deserve a big fight. Like, he's lost. He's shit. Like, he's a really shit fighter. Yeah, Costa, I guess. I think Costa beats him. I think Dolidze's pretty bad. Holland. Chris Curtis. I think I watched MMA Guru's video, and I'm pretty sure he said Chris Curtis. I think that fight was already booked, and yeah, do it. Do Holland versus Chris Curtis. I think if it was prime Chris Curtis like a few years ago, I think he'd chin Holland, but I don't know. But Holland's kind of not that good. He hasn't really looked that good recently, man. Really hasn't. So I think, I don't know who would win versus Kevin Holland in Curtis versus Kevin Holland. That's a tough fight to pick. I guess I'd go Holland because of the youth and the lankiness. But like, I do think Holland's a pretty overrated fighter. Same as, not, he wasn't overrated, but Chris Curtis, he's just older now. I think he's like 36, 37, something like that. So he's getting up there. But I'd probably go Holland over Chris Curtis. I think that's a great fight. I think they should do that. And that's pretty much like, okay. I guess the last interesting one is Buckley and Stephen Thompson. Buckley called out Usman. I like it. I like the Usman fight. Usman needs to fight someone. And why not Usman? And why not Buckley? I mean, why not Buckley? I think he does. Buckley absolutely, he's been putting in work. He's been active. The UFC likes people who are active. Give him a big fight and get into Kamaru Usman. I think he'd maybe beat him. I think he'd maybe beat Usman. I think he'd maybe chin him. I think he's young, he's strong, he's powerful. I think Usman's slow, old, no knees, been like no momentum. I think Buckley would beat Usman. I think he'd find his chin in a 5-rounder. Maybe in a 3-rounder beaten by decision, but in a 5-rounder I think he'd find his chin. And then Thompson, honestly, retire. That's what I do for Stephen Thompson. I think he's done. He's 41 years old. He got KO'd bad. It's over, man. It's over. Just call it a day. He had a great career. He fought for the belt twice. Great career, man. Just call it a day. It's every fighter has his day, and I think this is your time to move on and do something else, because I think it's just Father Time is undefeated. So if I was Stephen Thompson, that's it. I'd move on. Find something else. Become a full-time karate kid trainer, whatever the fuck he is. Do that full-time, buddy, because you ain't winning a fight anytime soon. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's who I think everyone should fight. All the main fighters of the card should fight next. Yeah, thanks for watching.